There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Huskers want to move quickly. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to pound it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fitted in the window for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Martin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This one now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go with a direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time. Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They boot it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Touchdown, Huskers! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It's a draw. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Pulls it in. It's Mills. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together. And
turning on the Jets at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it. Touchdown, Nebraska! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the run, it's Martin. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Mayer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll try to pop the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Come on, set. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Toss to the outside. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Ready? 42, Spider.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moves. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Brings into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Took them nearly the entire first half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got the quick pass.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the gun. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half now. In the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Touchdown, Penn State! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker, a running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tough move or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll run the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Swings it out to his running back. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Parker. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking for space, it's Martin. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brooks. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going with the ground game left. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. looking to fire. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And here they come, almost all the way back. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the... will back them up. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Makes the grab. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. No doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory. Touchdown, Penn State! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Mills. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looking downfield on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make them play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.